If you're growing a soul-based business and you want it to be sustainable, scalable, and actually feel like you, there's something that not enough people are talking about. It's not just about having the right strategy or, the right mindset. It's about actually having an intuitive ecosystem, a business container that can grow with you instead of feeling like you're dragging something that hasn't evolved along as you have been growing. Because if I know you, you're not just running a business, you're creating a movement and even a legacy as a thought leader. And you deserve a map that meets you where you are, includes your intuition, and helps you move forward with clarity. In this 2-part series, I'm going to walk you through the 6-figure intuitive marketing framework, the foundation that we use inside of the intuitive business community to help our clients grow without burning out or selling out. And so in this first video, I'm covering the first 2 of a total of 5 phases. Today, we'll be talking about clarity and embodiment. If I'm honest, these are the pieces that most people skip, so don't skip ahead. And it's also the reason why so many passionate entrepreneurs end up feeling that burn it all down energy over and over again. If you're new here, hey, I'm Chelsea. I help soul-led founders and service providers build businesses that feel like them with structure that supports their energy, their gifts, and their next evolution. Around here, intuitive marketing means honoring your rhythm and building a business and brand that's meant to last. Because structure doesn't kill your magic, it amplifies it. You're allowed to grow this your way. Let's keep going together. Okay, so the 6-figure intuitive marketing framework. This framework wasn't something that we just wrote down on a whiteboard after a business retreat. Actually, my business partner Meg and I started noticing as we were growing our own separate personal brands and then coming together and starting to collaborate on our agency, the Intuitive Marketing Collective. We started to notice that before these periods of momentum, there was a pattern that we were pausing to find our focus, reconnecting back to who we were and how we were leaders of this brand and business. And we'd open up to share more magnetically, and then we'd find ways to be on repeat and amplify the message that we were putting out there. Eventually, we codified this into this framework, and now we use it everywhere in our own business, with agency clients, in our community. It's really a compass. It's not a prescribed formula. It's actually something that you can cycle through and identify what phase of this framework am I in my overall business, or even in relation to a specific offer or launch. And it brings you such clarity about what actions and what behaviors you need to be focusing on now, instead of worrying about something that you're not quite there yet. So phase 1 is clarity. And this isn't just about, go pick your niche. I feel like that's just kind of overdone in the online space, right? This is really about clarity on, do you really know who you serve? Can you communicate in 9 seconds or less what you do, how you do it, who you help? Are your offers aligned not only with the market need, but with your energy and who you are as a leader of your brand? Do your systems match the level of support and ease that you want to experience? Most people think that they have clarity, but they're still kind of shape-shifting around other people's expectations and not fully owning or saying with their full chest what it is that they do. And that lack of clarity, it creates fragility in everything downstream: visibility, pricing, offer, energy, all of it. Clarity grounds your body, your brand voice, and your buying journey. Let's imagine you're putting together a new offer, maybe a new group coaching program. Getting clear about who you serve, the features, the benefits, the messaging, the tagline, energetically connecting to that offer, understanding the transformation arc people are going to be walking through. Maybe you're someone who needs to get clarity by playing in Canva, making an image, whatever your process is of clarity around that new offer, you can't skip that step. And you can't skip that step because phase 2 of the intuitive marketing framework is embodiment. From clarity, we move into embodying. This is the phase where a lot of people, post affirmations, but still don't really trust themselves, kind of like saying they're living their work, but they're not really. And so here we ask, are you showing up like the version of you who delivers your highest value work? Are you still kind of switching your strategy or your method based on what quote unquote they say will convert better? Does what you're putting out actually match who you are? And even the methods that you teach, are you living within integrity of what you would be coaching a client through? All of this is authenticity, and at the cornerstone of it as a business owner where you are the face of your brand, it is embodiment. I'll be honest, there have been times where I have left memberships or group programs because I felt like a black sheep, like the guides or leaders weren't actually open to my process or co-creating. And so I had to walk away and figure it out alone, even though I just invested to work with someone, right? Embodiment and full ownership of what you're doing changes that. When you move through your business from that embodied space, it's not about proving yourself anymore. It's about expressing what's already true and making sure that you are showing up as a physical, spiritual, emotional, energetic representation of the work that you do. Even before you start marketing your offer, you are it. Obviously, we can only get into a little bit of these concepts, but this is the beginning of this framework with your business as a whole, with each offer, with seasons of your work, stepping in first to the intuitive marketing framework with clarity and embodiment. Now, in part 2, next week, I'll be teaching the final 3 phases, which are magnetism, repetition, and expansion. But if this already feels like the kind of structure and support your business has been craving, we'd love to invite you inside the Intuitive Business community. This is our monthly space for entrepreneurs creating marketing ecosystems rooted in soul and strategy. Inside the IBC, we don't hand you a cookie-cutter template and hope it magically fits your business. We give you these flexible frameworks. In fact, the recording of our signature workshop around this entire framework is right inside the membership. And it's a smart, heart-centered space to apply it in community with accountability, feedback, flexibility, and personalization. Within this membership space, we offer live coaching, content support, soulful systems, workshops, replays, and a shared language that welcomes you in to be who you are as you evolve to this next level of your business. We'd love to have you. You'll find the link in the description below. So if you want to do a little bit of work on your own to explore this framework, start with clarity and check in with embodiment. Audit where are you actually in your business and give yourself permission to just be in that phase. If you need some time to be hanging out in clarity, allow it to be so. That time spent will pay off in spades instead of rushing to try to go viral about selling an offer that you're not clear on. And if you want to go through this with structure, strategy, and even sisterhood, you know where to find us inside the Intuitive Business community. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already and stay tuned for part 2, where we bring everything into visibility, traction, and real expansion.